That's just a plane, not a drone. Now, can we stop calling them drones? They're obviously UFOs, people. Come on. It's all over the world now. It's not just in a little thing in New Jersey. Just saw one from China today. It's all over the world. What do you think? That some country, Iran, has the capacity and the capability to monitor and fly these drones all over the world at the same time, doing the maneuvers that they're doing? I mean, not trying to scare everybody, but they're here. They're here. And the powers that be don't want to acknowledge that because that leaves them with a higher authority. Nobody's going to care about Trump or Putin or all of the strong men in the world who are dictators and cruel and evil. No, they're not going to have the power that they had if this is true. The aliens are here, and they're obviously superior to us in many, many ways. Let's hope they don't want to just, blow us up. Let's hope. And I wonder why I'm not sleeping, right? But I think it's ridiculously head in the sand to think these are drones that are from another country that just happen to be all over the world at the same time. It makes no sense, people. It makes no sense. You can't be afraid to look at the truth. That's what I say. You got to face it head on, right? And what's the truth here? There are so many in the skies above our planet, and the government is not having daily press conferences to tell us what the is going on. Question that a lot. I question that a lot.
I don't know if you're aware, last week or so, 2 weeks when this started, I tried to take my drone over Picatinny Arsenal to follow a drone that was just hovering over there. And as I got closer, my drone lost power, spun out, and the battery died and it went down. But the other drone remained sitting in the air unaffected.
Why? What do you think?
Yep. Secrets that the government don't want us to know, and they're playing stupid. Either that or aliens.
Oh, come on. Not the latter. Okay, you're smiling. All right. I'm glad. All right.
There's been more drone sightings across the country. The latest report in New York, New Jersey, and Maryland. The White House says there is no evidence the reported drones pose any threat, but that's doing little to calm concerns. People in Southern California are also reporting mysterious drone sightings, and one person captured video of lights over Temecula.
I'm going to pull this up here and show our viewers there's a big red dot. There you see it, kind of dead center of the screen. What do you think that is? What do you think people are seeing in the skies, and why only at night?
And they move really fast.
Eyewitness News cannot confirm what these videos show, but we found several people who say they saw similar lights.
These three lights that were in a sort of a triangle kind of formation, an odd looking thing, and I'm thinking that doesn't look like a plane. It started flying erratically.
Witnesses at first thinking it was aircraft heading to nearby Camp Pendleton.
You could hear them, and you couldn't hear this thing.
Angel says he's uneasy after seeing 5 zip over his head toward the Pacific Ocean.
It's just kind of scary to think like who's watching, and the fact that we contacted the sheriffs, the Murrieta PD commented on a post of mine. Nobody knows whose they are.
This following reports of similar sightings this month in the Northeast, now under investigation by local, state, and federal authorities. A spokesperson with the FAA tells Eyewitness News the activity has more people looking up and noticing what's flying overhead.
Is this some type of federal agency? Listen, these drones seem sophisticated by all accounts. We have a lot of false reporting, but the good accounts, we do have them from military bases, personnel, and from our own first responders around northern New Jersey. These things are definitely sophisticated, fast, turn their lights off at times. So we need to get a handle on what it is and who's running it, right?
So,
and
Sheriff,
if there are, we're from Jersey, we can take the truth, right? So.
Right. Well, Sheriff, we did see a Chinese spy balloon go over our country, and our government knew about it and did nothing about it, which is why some people are like, it's possible it could be a foreign thing, and our government's just so inept and so stupid or compromised or all of the above that they're doing nothing about it. But I think there was a drone, am I correct, that actually crashed and fell, and New Jersey law enforcement saw that? What was?
We don't have any report. Yeah, we don't have any reports of a crash, a drone. I will say this. I think that was up in wasn't in our county. Listen.
That was a civilian drone. Okay.
If the Department of Defense doesn't know where the origins are for these so-called drones, then we're in trouble. We always thought that if there was something in the air the size of a car, that the Department of Defense would know where it came from, what its origin was, and what its purpose was. Now you have a United States Senator going out with the local police, to look for fireworks at night? That is scary.
It is terrifying. Like Caitlin just reported, President-elect Trump is calling for government transparency, which you are as well. He's saying maybe shoot them down if we don't get any more information. What is your reaction to that?
Well, I would leave that up to the Department of Defense. But how can the Department of Defense not provide information to the public? This is a shock to me. I have a general belief in government, but this is taking me to the end of my belief that government is really being honest. Now, there's been some apparently top secret briefings, right, with Congress people. Now, they come out of that, and I heard Josh Gottheimer come, the representative, and he said, well, I'm not getting a lot of information, but I don't think it's a threat. So my guess is there is information, but they're holding it back. And now what you have is panic. Originally some questions. Now you have serious concerns. And at the next point, somebody's going to do something stupid. So the Department of Defense has to come clean with the American public.
At this point, I think that someone knows what they are. So what we're doing is we're going to go up and watch you. You're watching us, or you're doing whatever. So we're up there watching. We're following. We're trying to get in the air. What they could be, I have no idea.
Okay. What is it that they might not be telling us, and why?
Well, no evidence that this is a threat. What does that mean?
Right.
How does that help an average citizen and understand? No evidence of a threat? You mean they didn't do anything sinister yet? Well, yet. Yeah, I probably can make that statement, and I have no top secret clearance. Based on what I've seen so far, looking out my window, it doesn't appear to be a threat to our country. Okay, why? Well, because I looked out the window. That's all I'm getting from the federal government. And every single person, Democrat or Republican, has been calling for the same thing. That's why I have some concern that there is something very secret going on, because how did the people with the technology have no idea, except it's not, if they're saying it's not a threat, it must be something going on that's real top secret. Whatever these drones are doing, the government really doesn't want us to know. What that must mean is they're more concerned with us getting knowledge and being afraid of that information than having no knowledge and having all these questions. That's why I'm worried about it. It must be something going on that they can't tell us, because they are so fearful of what the public's going to do when they hear what the drones are doing.